Whoever told you that Montreal was friendly and the French in Montreal was friendly lied to you, honey. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad to be here. So in this video, I think I'm going to do a little series on traveling while Black, or traveling while being a Black woman, because I feel like we definitely have different experiences than someone who is non-Black. And when you're looking or researching places to go, you definitely should not look under reviews of somebody who doesn't look like you. Because if you do, they definitely had a different experience than you. Okay, so when you're researching a place to go and you want to go somewhere and visit someone new, try to look up where you want to go and look up Black women or Black women who have been there and tell you their experience. And I've been learning the hard way that this is how you have to do it, because I love to travel. I'm an avid traveler. I love to get stamps on my passport. But when I look up videos, I do tend to look at people who don't look like me, reviews, and then when I get there, I'm expecting the same treatment or the same experience, and it has not been the case. And then I started to put two and two together when I got there and start observing everything, that it's because I look different, so my experience is going to be different. So I'm here to help you by letting you know some places I have been. So if you want to go there, I'm going to give you the real tea on how you may be treated as a Black woman. All right, so I really have always wanted to visit Canada, and I wanted to go to Montreal. And I always do extensive research before I visit anywhere. You know, I'm the type of vacationer that I map out the whole plan. I'm looking for the experience. So arts, restaurants, Instagrammable moments, pretty places. You know, I have the vacation pre-planned down to the T. You know, I just don't show up and say, how I'm going here, I'm going there, or I just don't go do what everybody else does. I guess you can say everybody else does these things, but I have it mapped out in my mind how I want the trip to be from start to finish. I'm also one of those people that have mapped out my outfit day by day, the full look. I have it in my notes, what I'm going to wear this day, what I'm going to wear to this day, what I'm going to wear to this place that we're going. I have that already mapped out and planned out. Once I figure out the city or the state that I'm going to, then I base my outfits based off the atmosphere of that area. That may sound crazy, but that's just me. So when looking into Montreal, I was trying to decide which part I wanted to go to. When looking into Canada, I was trying to decide which part of Canada I wanted to go to. Either I want to go to Montreal or Toronto. And people were saying, the reviews and YouTube were saying, Montreal is the #1 party city in the world, like one of the top 5. It's so fun. The French is so nice, so liberal, this and that, you know. And I watched several reviews, several videos. Some of them were kind of outdated because COVID came, so a lot of people hadn't started going back yet. So I watched some up to date and some older ones. Never could really find many by Black people and Black women. I watched some TikToks on it, you know, so I was just getting some, just gathering information on things that I wanted to do, and I just thought I was gonna go have this amazing time. I was so excited. So I went for 7 days. I went from June 29th through July 5th. And I had already decided that I wanted to go to the Barbie Museum. You definitely should check this out. And I wanted to go to the Museum of Art, and I wanted to go to, I have several things where I wanted to go to. I'm going to go ahead and show you my experience in these places and tell you, you know, if you should go there or not. And if you're the type of Black woman that are into things like this, because you also have to be, you don't have to be into things like this, but if you're willing to go and try things like this. So the first day we got there, we always kind of make that a chill day, but I was like really excited about the nightlife because that's all I kept hearing about. Montreal nightlife, and it was very lackluster. The reviews on the nightlife were saying that people were very racist. They were right. I mean, even going there and experiencing the racism, it was on another level. Like, another level than from in the States. So we arrived in the very small airport, and we took an Uber to the hotel room, and the hotel was decent. It was like near Chinatown. The lady at the front desk was nice. You know, the room was okay. It wasn't nothing spectacular. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of different ethnicities in Toronto. It's a lot of different types of people in Montreal. We were in Chinatown. It was a lot of French. It was some Caribbean. It was a lot of Africans. I just can't even describe my experience. The people were super rude. Now I have to realize that some people weren't taught home training, and even though we think everybody should know and have home training, they do not. They have no sense of home training at all, which is weird to me. But growing up in a Black household, we were taught you don't stare at people, you are courteous to people, you don't take up space that's not yours, and you be respectful. So my experience in Montreal on the street, first, people were staring. Like, you stare back, they're mad. They're mad that you had the audacity to wake up and try to put on a cute outfit and come outside. Like, I had one woman just stare at me like this with the meanest face, looking me up and down like, ma'am, it's not my fault you came outside looking like a trash bag. Okay, like, how are you mad at me that I care about how I look and I put on this dress today? Staring. Even the kids, like, Mom, look. Oh. Like, mean stares everywhere. Oh my God. I'm like, really? Like the 2-second contact rule where if I catch you looking, you look away? No, they wait for you to walk by, point to their friends, and look at you as you walk by. Red flag. No, you don't do that. When walking, they will not move. Like, they will try to take up the whole sidewalk. But even in Atlanta, I'm one of those people that I would knock you down like a bowling pin. Okay, I don't care if you're a grandma, I don't care if you're a kid, I don't care what you are. I will keep walking, and I'm not averting my pathway for you because you're rude and you want to just walk all in a straight line and take up the whole sidewalk. I will knock you down. I don't care if you're on a cane, a crutch, a wheelchair. Stay in your lane and be respectful of the people around you. The staff was rude. They come to you, well, first, if they even acknowledge you, they'll acknowledge everybody else around you who don't look like you first. And then when they come to you, it's the way they come to you, and then they don't come back. You don't see them again. They don't refill your drinks. They don't ask you if you need anything. Don't bring any condiments. You're sitting there, you don't have a fork. They won't reappear, but you see them keep coming to other people's tables. It's just not adding up. But then you want a tip. Like, no. You just don't get a tip because you're a waiter or a waitress. You get a tip based off of the customer service you gave me. And if you give me bad customer service, you're gonna get a bad tip because I work hard for my money. It just kind of dumbfounds me how people always think just because they're a waiter or waitress, you just automatically get a tip. No, it's based off the service you give me. If I get crappy service, you're getting a crappy tip. And you can have attitude, and I don't really care. All the waitresses and waitresses there were horrible. Chinatown, they act like they never seen a Black girl in a dress before. It was like just staring in front of you, just staring, mad that you decided to look so cute today. You can do the same thing, ma'am. You just chose to look busted, so why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at somebody who you don't understand or who looks different from you? I have never felt so hated in my life. And to be so excited about a trip and for it to turn out like this was very, very, very disappointing. But this is not the first time that has happened. But it's like now, I feel like after COVID, service is just going downhill. Everything is just horrible. Like, anything where you have to get customer service, it's just been bad. Like, it's just horrible. The second day we went to the Botanical Gardens. Of course, I listed right here. I'll show you what I wore. Let's take a moment of silence for the fit she was giving. The dress was giving. It was very lackluster. It's not like Atlanta's Botanical Garden. It was just pretty much huge. The flower part, the rose part, which I was very excited about, was just very lackluster. It wasn't much there, just big trees and stuff. It was very, I wanted a refund, but I did get some cute pictures. And here's another thing in the Botanical Gardens. They could not believe that me and who I came with had on dresses and had the nerve to be cute walking around the Botanical Gardens. The amount of times that I got stopped to get, oh, can I take a picture with you? Oh my God. Sometimes it's okay. Like, I can tell like some Southwest Asians or Southeast Asians wanted to take pictures with us. And I could tell it was coming from a place of admiration. Like, oh my God, you're so cute. Can I take a picture of you? Like, they was kind of scared. Like, she's like, my husband wanted to take a picture. You think y'all was so beautiful. That's fine. Like, I didn't mind taking a picture with you. But people would take pictures of you or try to film you like you don't see them film you. You have your phone just like this. Or I hear it clicking. Like, did you just take a picture of me? No.
Like cops. I seen you. I seen you.
Like, who does that? That is so rude. Like, I just cannot believe people have the audacity of some stuff like that. And it was just kind of annoying to me how much it happened. And the people didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, if you wasn't a very confident person like myself, and the person I went with really wasn't, it was really bothering her. Me, I thrive off of making you hate me. Like, why you hate me for no reason? Because I decided to put on a dress and do my hair and look cute and express myself through my clothing. That's a you problem. It's not a me problem. But if you kind of already have social anxiety and things like that, then it can really start to affect you. And it started to affect the person that I was with. So you really have to have your confidence on 10 to be put in circumstances like that. It was a lot of Africans. They were pretty mean too. Women, men. We went to one bar. It was so funny. We went to one bar and it was mainly white. We walked in and it's very little service there. So the server came up, he took our drink order, and I could see the bartender, they were black, they were behind the counter, and they were just pointing at us and talking. Like, we can see you. Like, we can see you. Our eyes work. And they were just saying something, looking. So it took a minute for our drinks to come. We got the drink. Never saw the bartender again. Never saw the waiter again. Like, the bartender was very kind of giving off, I don't want you here vibes. And I know you're wondering, like, how can I know that right off? Because we ended up coming back to this bar a few days later, and we actually sat at the bar. We were sitting at a table the next time, so we got to talk to the bartender face to face. And he was just making some comments that let us know that, oh, where are you guys from? We were like, Georgia. And he was like, oh, I can kind of tell. Are you guys lesbian? Why do we have to be lesbian? Because two girls are together. Like, huh? And then there was an African guy and an African girl sitting, I think they were his friends, sitting at the bar. I don't think she didn't speak English. She did speak French, but he spoke English and French. Oh, she was like this and came to the bar like, oh, how dare you sit here? Do not sit here. Oh, she was so rude. So of course, because we were cute, so her date was talking to us, just asking her questions. She was pissed. She kept yanking on his arm, trying to get his attention away from us. She kept mean mugging us, talking in French. And I think another thing, because she didn't know what he was saying, it was really making her mad. He would attend to her for a big comeback. She was pissed, yanking on him, trying to get his attention. Why, you know, like, she was mad. We were even trying to include her in the conversation best that we could, but she was not here for it. He just kept talking, so I don't know what she thought she was going to accomplish by that. Sweetie, we don't want your man. He's not the type of man for his boo. So don't even worry about it. The bartender had all these assumptions about us. You know, I was just like, wow, like, so we prejudging people. So let me tell you something that we know, that you guys are rude and you don't have any home training, because this whole experience was whack. Now, they did have cute restaurants. We went to a place called Dandy. It was a brunch place. It was amazing. Cute ambiance, very cute. I did have some good service there. I enjoyed the food. Kept trying to go back, but they were constantly closed. They were like closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like, what days are you open? Like, the hours of stuff was very weird. It was hard to find somewhere late night or somewhere that I don't know if we stayed in the wrong part or what, but even like the places where I read the reviews, it was like they're racist, so I'm not gonna go there. Okay. So I enjoyed the Barbie Museum. It was so amazing. They had over 2,000 Barbies. I dressed the part. I had my outfit like 2 months ahead of time. I had a Barbie dress. I had a Barbie ponytail. You know, I love to take on the whole experience. And walking down the street in that dress, some guy asked me did I have on nighttime wear. Even if you thought it, sir, zip your lips and keep it to yourself. We went there. We spent like, it was inside of a mall. The mall was so cute. It had so many Instagrammable moments, and I'll post some here so you can see it. You got to see all the Barbies. It was so amazing. They even had a Barbie booth. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It was, you know, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go there. So many amazing Barbies. They had Ab and Ailey Barbies. They had representation of me Barbies. They had every Barbie you can think of, they had in there. I really wish they would have sold the Barbies because I definitely would have bought one. So that was one thing we did. That was a great experience. If you like a very hyper feminine female, you would I hate the word female. If you're a very hyper feminine woman or a young lady like myself, you would love that. Oh my God, I was in heaven going in there. I really felt like I could have went back and spent more time in there, because there was a lot of people in there, so you got to kind of maneuver around the crowd and really just take your time to enjoy the whole experience. So I would give that a thumbs up. Definitely go there. The Botanical Gardens, it was connected to, you could do like a city pass, but I don't think that would have been worth it because the Botanical Gardens was kind of, if you just want to go to just judge for yourself, do so, but don't act like I didn't want you to waste your money. It was just very lackluster. The museum, I love the museum. Definitely better than the High Museum of Art here in Atlanta. It was big, it was beautiful. It had some beautiful art in it. Oh my God, I really enjoyed the museum. I could have stayed in there longer, and they wasn't as harassing as, you know, like the security in the high, like you can't even enjoy it. They're like stalking you in there. And here they walk through occasionally, but you were able to like take pictures, you know, and get some Instagrammable moments and look at the art without them being like harassing you like they do in a beauty supply store. That's how they do in the High Museum here. Here, it was so beautiful. It was different floors and different levels. The elevators was beautiful. It was a great experience at the museum. I would highly recommend that. But one thing that I found very funny about that was the price was based on your age. I thought that was very ageist. Okay, like for real. It was like very weird. It was like if you were under 21, you got a certain price. If you was like, they were very specific on age. If you was like 30 to something, you got one price. If you was 50, it very weird. Okay, very weird. I think my ticket was like 25 Canadian dollars or something. And just check out the price thing. It was very weird. So, but I did love the experience. And the area that it was in was so beautiful. It was really beautiful. So I enjoyed that. And then that day was Canada Day, I think, or Caribbean, because they had like Caribbean parades and different festivals and things going on. So once we left the museum, we didn't even know what was going on. We kind of stumbled upon that. That was interesting to watch. Then let's see what else we went. We went to this bar. I'll list the name here. This bar had great reviews because they had like a Drake drink. It has Drake face in it. They're supposed to have all these cool drinks. It's supposed to be like a cool little bar. And it was all right. We went there. The drinks was overpriced. Just the reviews did say that, but so I was thoroughly warned. They were overpriced and no alcohol in them. The waiter was kind of standoffish to us at first, and then, you know, he saw that even though you're standoffish to me, I'm still gonna have a good time. I'm gonna try to work with whatever situation I have. So then he come and try to ask us questions like, oh, you know, he tried to warm up. He was a black guy, tried to warm up afterwards, and then when he realized he was cool, he did give us some free shots. He gave us these shots called Fruit Loops. They were amazing, okay? The drinks were very tasty, but no alcohol, and very expensive. So, and it was like a very cute place. The music was kind of low. Well, they did have a DJ, but the music was still kind of low. It was like some techno music or whatever. It was more like a date crowd, like people were on dates. It was very small, no cute guys. I didn't see any cute guys there. Okay, I didn't see any cute guys in Toronto. I mean, in Montreal. I didn't see any cute guys in Montreal. And that's all I heard people say. They didn't look like me, or that the people are beautiful in Montreal. Where they said the women. I didn't see no beautiful women either, except myself and who I came with, because nobody put any thought into how they looked. I did see some like alternative type French women, you know. But other than that, people were given pretty much, I don't care. And I'm mad that you care. So yeah, no cute guys, no friendly guys, no friendly people. Yeah, no. And I did meet like along the way some girls who would come up and compliment. You know, you always have those. It was like more the younger crowd would come up and compliment you. Oh my God, I like your outfit, this and that. And they gave us some pointers on where to go. This one girl told us to go to this pink place. I'm gonna show you right here. It was so pretty. Like, we went by, but we didn't get a chance to go in there because it was storming, raining, and it was kind of crowded. So we didn't get a chance to go in here. It was called a pink laundromat. I'm so mad I couldn't go in there, but let me just show you what it looks like. So if you do go to Montreal, definitely visit it for me because I was not able to make it. As far as like the food prices, I would say kind of average like to Atlanta. Drinks prices was kind of weird. I think they're overpriced. The food was okay. I wouldn't say it was a great food experience. They did have the jazz festival when I was there. We didn't go to it, but I like the area. Like, it's a lot of areas to see. I like the sights. I like the areas, the architect. I did like all of that. The weather, let's talk about this. The weather was horrible. It's the end of June. It was cold. It was like 60, the low 60s. Like, how can I wear all these outfits? You're thinking it's summertime, but it was cool. I needed a jacket, but I wasn't gonna risk ruining my outfit with a jacket. Like, it was cold. I really wasn't feeling the weather, and it was kind of rainy. I was hoping for hot and sunny, but that's not what it got. I kind of feel like the people, when they knew you wasn't from there, you didn't speak French, they just treated you any kind of way. Rude, throwed your receipts on the counters, just very rude experiences. I'm gonna give Montreal a 0 out of 10. I mean, your city was dirty. You guys was not friendly. You just came off very giving hater vibes. I don't like people who see something they don't understand or don't know, like a person or another race, and they are mad at it. I mean, I did go to we kept going to Chinatown because it was close to it. It was another thing that you definitely have to try, which I loved. I was obsessed with this smoothie place. Oh my God. I think I went there every day, or not even twice a day. I can say I spent about $150 on these smoothies the whole time I was there. I'm gonna list the name here. These was the best thing ever. I wish we had this in Atlanta because I was in love with these. I was in love with them. We did have an experience one night at, we were in the place trying to get a smoothie, and we were just waiting for our smoothie to come up. And this dusty man, he went up, it was like run by Asians, of course, because it's I think it's an Asian smoothie place. Like, they sell bubble tea and all of that. And so they had like a tip jar up front, and they had tips in it. So this creepy guy comes in. I pay attention to my surroundings. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody on their phone, do whatever. So I watch him. I was like, he looks crazy. His pants was like pulled all the way up here. He was acting crazy, and he was walking up on me. So I'm like, dude, like, back up. And he's doing all this, acting crazy. You know, I'm like, he's about to do something, okay? He's about to do something. Nobody's paying attention. So he's waiting in line, bouncing around, doing all this. I'm standing back, like, watching the show. So he gets up to the counter, and he's like asking her something, and she can't decipher what he's saying because I think he did it on purpose. So she turns around and asks her coworker to decipher what he's saying, and he takes all the money out of the tip jar and runs out. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was funny to see it in action. So they're like, So they run out, try to chase him down the street. Okay, you can't catch him. This dude was like, pew, he was gone, like Bugs Bunny. Like, this dude was gone. And they're like running after him, women, all women. Like, just stay in the store. You're not gonna catch him, and you might go out there and get beat up. Just stay in the store. Your tips we replace them. It's not worth it. They trying to call, I don't know who they thought they were going to call, the police, whatever, but it was just, I'm like, y'all didn't see that coming? Like, I saw it when he came in. He looked very creepy and suspicious. So a lot of people, I know I shouldn't have been laughing, but that was pretty funny. So we basically were in our room every night by 8. Didn't go to any nightlife. Very lackluster. Usually I don't want to come back home. I was ready to come back home. Everything that I recommend, I just did a review on. I just felt like, I'm glad I got the experience. I'm glad I went to say I went, but I would never go back. I do think I want to go to Toronto. I'm kind of up in the air. I just got to do some research on it and see if anybody else black like myself has had any good experiences there, and kind of research and see if it's worth going there. Do it have something that interests me? And look at the atmosphere and see how I want my style to be incorporated with the atmosphere, and just see if it's a place that I want to go. So if you have any questions about Montreal, or if I left anything out, please feel free to ask a comment below. Or if you've been there as a black person, black woman, preferably, what was your experience there? Did you like it? Would you go back? Yeah, let me know. So please comment below. Thumbs up the video, y'all. Why y'all don't want to comment and thumbs up my video? Come on, show us some love, and subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. I will be happy to have you as a follower. And I'm going to do another one of these because I do travel a lot. And I'm going to let the girlies know what you should expect from looking like me traveling. Because our experience definitely is different. We need to stop listening to these travel bloggers lie to you. Or not even that they're lying. They're only telling you their experience from their race, because you are treated differently wherever you go based on your race. And even though people don't like to believe that, it's definitely a fact. And I'm going to keep it real with you, okay? So stay tuned. I'm going to do another one on my experience in the Dominican Republic, okay? So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.